Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. What's I've realized here is interesting, on top of just like it's saying press start but on a controller that really meaning press A, on that main menu there isn't even a prompt that tells you how to exit to Windows or just exit out of the program. You have to just press B and figure it out. It's a little weird. There is also something interesting on the fact that I think pretty much in Rebirth, the father of the story, we have Isaac, we have the mother, we have the multiple personalities that Isaac is pretending to be, such as Magdalene, Cain, Judas, Eve, Samson, Azazel, Lazarus, and then Eden. But, like, in Repentance, the father's part plays a kind of major role to the story near the end, and changes and recontextualizes a lot of what the story is. Particularly, I suppose, if you take this game as literal, which is probably the wrong way to take the game. We've played as all of these characters, so it's gonna be crazy, but I think we'll do Azazel. It's the wrong thing to assume that this is a little story of little events that are actually happening. This clearly is the drawings of a kid. This is the imagination of a kid. Or at least it's the imagination of a kid who has the warped perspective of Edmund McMillen. Alright, just start off with 99 bombs. So Azazel has a slow charge up to a brimstone that is super short. He starts with the full card. He has some stat things, and yeah, this first floor is potentially going to be slightly dangerous. Now he does fly, so we can't discount the benefit of just immediately being able to fly. That can get you out of a lot of scrapes, and his movement speed is kind of countering your the situation a little bit with the short shot speed. It is a new day for me. That doesn't guarantee that I'll actually be awake and alert for this run. He has 3 black cards, which also then implies heavy deals with the devil. So if I put a bomb here, interesting. No secret passage there. I would have sworn that would have been the secret room. I mean, there really can't be that much as far as possible places. This floor seems like it's going to be slightly smaller. And see, that would have been probably a perfect example of a place where I shouldn't have taken any damage. Alright, so we're gonna go bomb crazy here, which means we need to be fairly quick on the download. Paralysis. We have 2 of these, so we hope these are good. I can see forever. We may hold on to that one. 48-hour energy. And bad trip, which did do some damage to me. The problem now is we either have to decide whether we keep I can see forever for the next floor with all these bombs, or if we decide to do something else with the bombs. Like, it is fairly crazy even in this instance to try and blow up rocks with bombs. Let's just go in here. Which you can just leave the room for that. We can experiment with blowing up skulls. You can see immediately though that that's not helpful. The moon, I believe, takes you into your secret room, so that isn't gonna help either. So you have to use a key to get in here. Alright, so with that, we don't really want to buy a bomb. We don't have enough for this, so let's take a soul heart and let's dump 3 coins immediately into that. Like, because we've set ourselves up very poorly in this run just by taking a lot of damage. And yeah, that is pretty much how this is going to break down. Is we'll want to try and have as much fly elimination and damage. I'm still having that dead cell, that dead spot on the controller issue. Well, I unlocked the cellar, which that's something. And I guess we just have to jump down, like. So this run by itself may not be terrible, but I do think 99 bombs may very well not be the best item to try and start with Azazel. It would have been a perfect item for Magdalene. Let's see, 2 of clubs I think doubles your bombs. If it doesn't double your bombs, it doubles your keys. Which, yeah. Just go around in circles, killing all these guys. And again, I suppose you just place bombs. Now this door takes two bombs to blow up. We get absolutely nothing else wise. So you can sleep in the bed and that will refill your health. Maybe unlock something. We can blow up this and we can come down here and see this guy basically can fly anywhere, so that totally changes how you can interact with that area. Here we have a bomb bag, which probably won't do anything much for us. But we now do have 3 soul hearts, so I don't know where that came from. Let's come over here. Managed to take damage, interesting. I haven't seen this room before. So let's just try and get fairly large areas blown up. You can kind of see how changing your setup here is just gonna have the spike things go in different circles, and them centering around a empty room is not really any better than them centering around other rocks. It may be hard to tell, but there is actually a wall blocking these secret holes. So, yeah. I might as well pull the card here. Like, worst case scenario, I double the 53 bombs up to 99 again, or I double the keys to 4. Yeah, I doubled the bombs. There we go. Now we have piercing shots, which I don't know if they weren't piercing shots already with the brimstone. These guys will shoot out their spikes fairly quickly. I think you pretty much blow up a 3x3 grid of rocks with a bomb. So you can pretty much figure out where to put the bombs to be the most effective. Of course, if anything, this is just proving to us that there is no value in doing this. Like, it is completely a waste of time. There's nothing it's unlocking. If there was some kind of secret thing that unlocked, it probably would be behind such a ridiculously high number of explosions or blown up rocks that you would never reach it, even in wasting a whole bunch of blocks. Oops, 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 oops. I do seem to have a higher chance at getting items. Now, explosive thoughts is not actually as good as it seems, because it is one of these scenarios where you potentially are going to hurt yourself really bad with an explosion. All these red hearts. It would be so nice to be able to do something with that, something like a dark bomb. Let's go ahead and blow this up. I don't think we've had that before, and that gave us, I just think, some random coinage. That's bad gas. Put those coins in there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything more you can do, so here we go. Just have to... Okay, so we're gonna drop some coins when we take damage. And we get that charged up explosive thoughts. So, very potentially gonna just die here. Yep. I think if you're gonna play Azazel, it is one of these situations where you pretty much are going to have to start with some form of health up, or perhaps more of a case of just playing in a completely different style. Alright, so now we have a reusable bomb buddy, which we can try and use that more. Yeah, I think you have a decent chance that you shouldn't go to rooms like this, potentially, and instead you should have just run to a room like this, which you almost certainly were going to have to transfer through, and just skip rooms. I'll put a bomb here. We've just unlocked Mr. Mega. Cool. Now we have infestation. We may have to come back here and get to that chest once we have a key. Alright. What we should do, I hope this isn't a tinned rock, but I guess we'll check later. Put a bomb here. Okay. Take this. That's a key for a key. It gives us a couple more keys. So we can get into the shop, or we could skip the shop, you know. It probably wouldn't be a terrible thought to potentially skip the shop too. We've got a couple of bombs here, and we could take on the fight, get a charge, use that, come back, get the battery to full charge. I think that's the thing to do. Like, I'm kind of just terrified to even try and take on these guys. Like, the pressure is also still on to not take damage, but I guess that already happened. Okay, damage and range up is great. We are desperately looking for range up on Azazel. That's really more than even like speed up, because you already start with a slightly faster speed. Okay, so we come over here, we put this explosive. That gives us explosive thoughts and a soul heart, and this, and this. We have only one coin, so there's not really a reason why we're blowing up. Yeah. If anything, it probably is better just to blow up this than go into the shop. Like, we literally only have one coin. So potentially getting coins from that is better off. Or we could have looked for a super secret room, which, yeah. I would put my bet here that there's a super secret room. And in that, we've got a couple more soul hearts. Nice. And down we go. But we definitely are hitting the challenge when we're trying to play as Azazel. And we've had it too good for too long, pretty much. Wow, that just locked in there. Notice how the soul hearts and the dark hearts come in chronological order. There's no like special picking there, whereas in your red hearts they will always be the leftmost. Alright, well, I put a bomb here and we can eliminate that from being the here we have a rusty key. Okay, we have a tinted rock there, so it would make sense to blow up as much as you wanted on that. And then I guess it just comes down to a question of, do we want to try and have Mr. Mega, which may do more damage than the standard bomb anyways. Yeah, we've got another tinted rock here. Sacrificial room, I don't think would make any sense. Well, odds are we should just we're gonna spend a bomb on something anyway, so we'll do that. We'll come over here. If I could have gotten a troll bomb a little bit more in that area. I may be wrong about this. Interesting. So we do need to come over here to pick this up. Butterbean just does that. I don't think I want that by any means. So do we want a key to go into a shop? Or do we skip the shop again and we go for a super secret room? I think you go for a super secret room. And gambling on this is probably not going to get you anything. But the trickle charge as an item actually may work for you fairly well. Like that should theoretically slowly charge up. It should slowly charge up your Mr. Mega, but it doesn't really seem like it is. And I guess with explosive thoughts you have to be fairly accurate in your shots, because it does seem like it's just going all over the place. and missing, where I was trying to use that as my ranged attack so that I could have something more. Okay. So we'll take Mom's Underwear to get range up even further. We'll take the Soul Heart. Trickle Charge did give us 2 bombs. So if we skip the Devil Room, maybe we could get an Angel Room. Do we have a reason to go into the Secret Room otherwise, then? Yeah, I think we do. There may be some coins in there. Maybe just some pills. So now potential chance to get to the Angel Room, although there may also be something that you have to unlock to get to the Angel Room. If we do this, I think this probably lowers our chances of an Angel Room. Nope. We totally have an Angel Room thing here. We gotta test this. Nope, we can't blow up Angel Room statues yet either. Alright, so here's an interesting question. Will I take damage walking out of this room? Yes, I will. I thought maybe because I'd come in from a different side, I might get one free fly through that. Otherwise, I should have used the full card. Alright, so that's our first Angel Room. That gave us a bunch of Angel Hearts. Not really an amazing item. Of course, that is the thing that happens with Angel Rooms, is that you might get a great item or you might get kind of nothing, whereas the Devil Room is sometimes a little bit more of a higher chance of actual nice feedback. Or okay, we'll do this. I forgot I had the Trickle Charge, so I could have easily just gone into the previous room. And yeah, it might have been smart to leave the bomb, the battery, not the bomb. If we had left the battery and gotten a different item, then that might have been useful. I don't know what specific item we would be looking for, though. It could be something along the lines of a fly generator. Let's go ahead and blow this up just to see if that's a super secret room. It probably wasn't going to be. Let's go ahead and take the bombs. And we'll use the full card just to get out of there. I don't see a reason to take on those enemies. Unless it would have given me some kind of reward for taking them all on, which maybe it would have. Okay. Helgaz gives us destruction. I don't know what I was looking for there. I already found the secret room. I'd be looking for the super secret room. Right. 10 bombs. So we can use Helgaz in a boss fight. Mm. Or we could pull out Justice and I guess get more items. We've skipped 2 shops, and it seems like you'd almost make an argument for skipping another shop at this point. I don't think you unlock anything for skipping shops, however. Unless there's something you unlock for skipping every shop in the entire run, which at this point we are getting fairly close to that level. Let's see. Safety cap, I don't know what that does. Well, that didn't work in my favor. Might as well use this to check for a super secret room. There we go, we've got an eternal heart. This is as good of a room, I suppose, to use destruction as anything else, but didn't seem like that really worked. These guys can't walk towards me, so I can just kill them. I think that literally dropped a coin. Nope, we dropped it over here. Yeah, and there's nothing more to do, so here we go. And put a Mr. Mega next to him, and that takes out a significant amount of his health. Unfortunately, it doesn't have him swallow the bomb, which that would have been really cool, and that might have unlocked something. Well, that didn't turn out well. Speed and damage up. Another heart, another eternal heart. We can go up here and see that there's nothing here because we already got that. Yeah, nothing else that you can do other than maybe go back to the shop. And skipping a shop is probably not going to increase your odds of a boss rush. So I wouldn't recommend taking out playing that way. This is a weird layout of a room. This probably is taking me towards the boss. If I can survive that long. This could be a super secret room. Do I want Pretty Fly? I might come back and get that if I can find a way to escape that room fairly safely. But yeah, I'm losing opportunities left and right here to survive as I have managed to run out of health. I guess we need to go in here. Big fan. If I get that and Pretty Fly, then I probably have a chance to get the Lord of the Flies transformation. I didn't even see those dingles. There is an item that will transform your the bad guy flies into follower flies, the blue flies. So that's something to consider. Guess we'll have to go the other direction and get a charge and check out the other room. The range is still atrocious. Having to charge up, and this is where shot speed probably does affect your charge. Oh, I had bombs. I don't know why I'm being so precious with the bombs when you're not wasting them in insane ways looking for tinted rocks. Which, speaking of tinted rocks, that might be one. Yeah. Like, when you're not wasting your time looking for tinted rocks, you can just bomb your way into things. This one's gonna be tough if this is a super secret room, because I may just not put the bomb in the right place. Nope. Gonna have to assume that that's clear. Don't think I see any tinted rocks this way. Don't want that. What I'm looking for, and mostly now, would be an escape. Let's see if that is about there. And if there was a super secret room, it would be about right there. Nope. There's a lot of places here where it could be. I could shoot to hit these mushrooms and try and get some pills. I suppose it really is going to come down to just how much of this these guys only shoot diagonally. Yeah, I guess it comes down to how much you're willing to potentially waste time on, or just grind out looking for upgrades. This guy's a different color, so I assume he's either stronger or... Oh, get away from the troll bomb. Don't go closer to the troll bomb. Yeah, I don't think piercing shot helps on that. And we found the super secret room now, which I guess at this point that means we are just looking for the shop. Are there any tinted rocks? I mean, I don't think so, but I'll put one here. Just to check. Yeah, we've probably neglected the shop enough to now unlock the arcade. I don't think there's really a reason to neglect the arcade because I don't think that unlocks anything else. Alright. Put that there. We'll take Mom's purse for more trinket room, which means I guess we can have 2 trinkets now. Let's go see if we can get the dollar in the arcade. Yeah. If we can do that, and that worked really well, that would be crazy, certainly, but it would be cool. Meanwhile, we've got enough health to potentially run around grabbing health a couple times. We might get a blood bag really, really early. Soul hearts would be helpful. Certainly. Yeah, I guess we don't have that many hearts, so this actually wouldn't take that long. Let's see. We can just go ahead and grab the paperclip now, which I think that means we don't need locks, we don't need keys anymore at all for the lock chest. Which, okay, that's cool. Gonna go ahead and just blow up these in the hopes of some kind of pill. I think that pretty much leaves us with no option. Unless we want to blow up our... donation machine. Which we can do. I think our luck would need to be way higher, though, frankly, to make sense to do what we're doing. There we go. And there we lock that up. And then we'll blow that up. And that'll give us more coins. But I believe your donation machine is universal across all runs, so yeah, it is locked everywhere. So we can take a heart, we can take a battery charge. That's pretty much all we can do with our coins now anyways. On to the next boss. Nope, on to this. Alright. Just became Lord of the Flies. Which I think means I will pretty much constantly produce flies. Darn it, darn it, darn it. I guess I don't have to be worried about the urine stuff because he's flying, but yeah, still have to be careful about taking damage in general. Yeah. So I think we've done the trade-off here. We've unlocked a couple of things in a run, but we're not going to get a mom kill, or mom's heart kill, more than likely. Not unless we just manage to do something kind of really cool, which I don't I don't think we're likely to pull that off. Yeah, I am shocked that worked. Apparently, I think we got just enough items that were Mom's items to get Mom's contact there. We definitely didn't get a deal with the devil or a deal with the angel. But yeah, I think a kind of significant amount of items probably are centered around Azazel specifically going. This is going to be dangerous. Let's give it a chance. Like Azazel specifically going to a certain level and making a certain amount of progress because his this could be telepills. So we'll see if we can hit all of these. Ooh, holy mantle, holy water. That is great. Yeah, that worked out fairly nicely. Holy water, I believe, lets you take 1 damage. See if we can find a secret room. Nope. So that worked out very nicely for us. Well, that may very well have not saved us 1 damage, but whatever. It drops holy water that I think hurts people. Let's go ahead and put that bomb there. Kind of a lot of items. That was telepills. Good to know. The explosive thoughts don't seem to work. That's Pretty Fly. Nice. Man, I am really just hurting myself more. Magnet. I don't want... I'll hold on to the magnet part. So yeah. While that didn't get us an ending, and probably broke some form of streak, it did definitely unlock some items, and I think that's pretty much as you can hope to see when, like, Lord of the Flies is like the last thing, when you have a difficult character like Azazel. What I would want to do is unlock as many secrets and as many items as possible. Hold down the R key and just reset until you have something like tech or something that would increase significantly the range or change up the game quite a bit for Azazel to give him a chance. Let's try Solar System. So, Solar System, you have orbitals of different kinds. So you're flying, you have no tears. So this is straight up just using the left stick, which is a little weird. The blue slow moving orbital, the red middle orbital, and then the 2 black orbitals. You can go in here, but without something to help you, you're gonna take damage. 9 lives, not a terrible thought. So it's all just about, like, this is all just about getting those orbitals in the right place, which is mostly going to be about getting the blue orbital in the right place. So you just wait and bide your time until you can get the blue orbital, or you're going to try to get maybe the red orbital. Like, it's insane to potentially try and do anything with the black orbitals, the black flies, other than possibly simply use them defensively. You could blow up poops, but that would be insane. Come on. So what you kind of need is some massive increase in damage fairly quickly, or an attempt to move to Lord of the Flies. We didn't get an item here, so yeah, you're in this bad position where either if you had 99 bombs, this would be a great challenge to potentially just get all, like, 99 of them and use them to run towards the end and just play incredibly offensively with bombs, which you usually never are doing that. If anything, the game is going to have to throw you a bone. Maybe you just don't get items in this run. So would there be a benefit to go into a shop and potentially fight greed and get more coins? Because there might be some triggering factor to get more coins if you go into a shop when you only have less than 2 coins, or less than 3 coins anyways. I think this is probably one of your most difficult challenges, which is kind of fitting that we would take on this and Azazel at the exact same time, but on the same run and episode. Yeah, I think you have to pretty much kill the colored in guys first, and then the big haunt changes its attack pattern completely. Alright, so yeah, hit that one, hit these two. Like, and then you've got this guy. Oh, it's just trying to do constant damage to, and yeah, a challenge like this, it feels like it would have been fairly fair if the challenge was simply to beat the first floor, but I don't think there are any challenges that are that quite simplistic. Yeah. And it feels like they pretty much have to give you very specific enemies in a run like this, because you're not really going to be able to take on something that is a high speed moving, jumping around, projectile shooting enemy. May have been way more important to have 3 health than it would have been to have 9 lives. Even though technically that did triple the amount of times you could be hit. The resetting factor certainly. Right. Yep. I seriously doubt I'm gonna be able to do this. I suspect you probably won't unlock anything while in the middle of a challenge also. I doubt you're gonna hit a new character or a new item. You might, but I think the odds are fairly low. See, if that had just been my first hit out of 3, I could have won there. Like, I couldn't imagine what you would even really would unlock for having all these orbitals and defeating the haunt, other than possibly just this maybe being the first time I've ever defeated the haunt, which I don't believe that's the case. Last chance. Feels a little weird to also play a game when with just half your controller buttons being used. Just moving around, just maneuvering yourself. This probably is a decent challenge towards the idea of improving your abilities. Alright, so let's try that again. Let's just go this way. It seems to me like it is slightly different. Yeah, the layout of the floor may be somewhat similar, but not greatly similar. I'm kind of looking for a troll bomb at this point so I can blow that up, but I can't. Alright, well. Go through that just to get a half of a soul heart. And we can't hit that. There might be an argument towards the sacrifice room. Like, you kind of need something. Famine, oddly, might be just easier. Yeah, what this really probably shows is that there is some wild variety around a lot of this, that a reset, particularly in the challenges, may be very well due. Alright, cube of meat. Gives us another orbital. Got a couple of hearts. We don't have a bomb. We don't have a reason to go into the shop. I guess we should check this. Yeah. I figured that was going to be the case. I don't think it's until something like Repentance that you have a chance at which shops actually might give you some soul hearts or something. Anyways. So, yeah. Like, I could see a potential future where you were able to come in here and there might be some soul hearts or hearts just on the ground, and then it would have been worth the key. But nope, not the case this time. This probably is a tinted rock right there also. Alright. And that's not Mom's Uh, that's not mom's mom. That's mom's heart that it wants you to go down to. So this is an incredibly difficult challenge. Oh, and I can't take out the red flames. So you just need to run. Like, run like a maniac as fast as possible through this challenge. Unless Cube of Meat started dropping a lot more hearts or something. Yeah. Take half a soul heart, half a red heart, and call it a day. Pin might actually be somewhat durable, because he is kind of just still. Wow. Damage up, soul heart, red heart. Deal with the devil. I don't think we picked this up, so I think we have to pick it up anyways. Lord of the Pit, Demon Wings. Bill is tears down. Fine, that doesn't matter. Bill is health up. The pact damage and tears up with 3 soul hearts. Wow. So maybe now the orbitals do a considerably higher amount of damage, so if I could rush to the bosses, I could defeat them faster. There might be something to that idea. Don't want to go right or left. This was wrong. Yeah, I'm not feeling like that blue guy is doing enough damage to justify the upgrades yet. Like, my damage would have to start off fairly large. Guess you do something like this? Trying to get more pills? Let's go down. Nope. Sacrifice room. That won't work. I feel like if you could get Lord of the Flies on this by getting just 1 or 2 other fly things, then you might have a chance, because you'd potentially be summoning attack flies that would leave your general orbit and attack in other directions. Yeah, if I could get 15 cents and get this jar of flies, I think is what that is, that might work for me. But getting 15 cents on the floor where you particularly don't even really want to fight people is going to be tough. I guess the good news is you can pretty much avoid any damage on this room. So I guess if the game gave you a lot of rooms like this, that might work. Or if we could find a key beggar that would like let us have a lot of soul hearts or keys. But honestly, even that would be only about 4 soul hearts, which I would take certainly, but I don't think changes the entire run. More bombs, more keys. It's great and all. I guess the question would come down to, is there possibly a secret room that we could get a few more coins in? Yeah. Dime. Blow up this guy. We just got enough for this item. So the jar saves your life, which holds red hearts. Interesting. Not. Which, that's cool and all, but it didn't just drops the red hearts. So this isn't Jar of Flies. There's another jar that unlocks in Repentance that also is kind of like kind of a big deal. Man, it is definitely slow. I didn't realize I had so few bombs. I wouldn't have wasted that on that. If I could get a dark bomb though, I suppose. Dark bomb, drop all the red hearts. At that point. That might be cool. I guess we don't really have anything else we can do unless we're just gonna go to the sacrifice room and kill ourselves. For no reason. Flying guy does seem to be doing a decent amount of damage. And I suppose it's nice to be able to hold on to your health. There we've got another cube of meat, which turns it into a head of meat. If we get all the cubes of meat, we'll get Meat Boy. Interesting. Apparently you can only hold 4 hearts, though. Meat Boy from Super Meat Boy, which was a game I tried to play, but was frankly just a little too demanding on my skill set as a precision kind of frustration platformer game. And if anything, Super Meat Boy just taught me that precision frustration platformers are not for me. Well, I guess we'll be safe to come back and check out that room later if we want to. Okay, we've got a couple of rooms. We're kind of short on money, so probably isn't really worth our effort to be doing what I'm doing. Let's do this and just see if that helps. I'm gonna go ahead and just drop my health while I can. And I guess since we're halfway through the fight, we might as well take it on. Like, theoretically, you would just want to fly and orbit your enemies as much as your orbitals are orbiting everything else. That was bad gas. But yeah, actually pulling that off is easier said than done. Having 1 health isn't really helpful. Wish there was a way to speed up and slow down the spin of these orbital flies, because then that would be a way of controlling the situation a little bit. Alright, well, this is not going well. So I guess we're going up. Oops. Sometimes it seems like it drops a half heart instead of a full heart. Okay. That. There, we take that soul heart. Take that penny. Maybe we can get lucky and the boss fight is actually this way. Nope, I don't think so. Meanwhile, these are some of the most dangerous possible enemies you can fight because of their just explosiveness. Getting Super Meat Boy will not save the day, by the way. Just in case there's any thought that it would. It will maybe help a little, but it's not going to win the game for me. Even if he does wander around. Yeah, let's put a heart here and grab that. 11 coins at the shop might get you something, but probably just a soul heart. We need items. We desperately need other items. Let's see. Yeah, if I could get 15 cents and get the fly character, maybe at that point. This is not safe. So I'm just looking for a nickel, basically. I don't know if me transforming into Lord of the Flies is even actually doable in the challenge, though. It may be that it actually isn't. We'll go see. Hive mind, giant spiders and flies, which, okay. That did seem to maybe make the flies a little bit bigger. So maybe they'll do more damage because of that? Maybe? Is it beneficial to go to the big room? I don't see how. We aren't going to get an item. We probably aren't going to get any soul hearts or any bombs or anything like that. There wouldn't be any way of escaping at that point. I think, yeah, take on these guys as they are and just hope that we can do a fairly massive amount of damage. There. Stem cells HP up. Yeah, I think you just keep going. I'm gonna be surprised if I figure out some way to defeat this, because like this next one is the one right before Mother, so I'd have to find the Bible or something to just let me get past Mother or skip levels completely. Like that I think would be what you would be looking for, is just something that could let you skip an entire level. That's probably not worth it to go through there. Oh, that I dealt with that room terribly. I'm still dealing with the room terribly. Alright. Do we assume we have to go through the big room? I think we kind of have to. Just assume that. Good news is these guys are going to be slow, and they're not going to be able to really attack you. There we go. Okay. No bombs, so no point to look for any kind of tinted rocks. Alright, one more hit and we're done. Chose the wrong direction. Yeah. So let's go back and try the tank. Like this one in particular we could have done. Like all we had to have done is not trade for 9 lives. And yeah, playing Solar System very possibly one of the like last challenges will actually get done, if we ever even actually get it done. When you look at the massive 600 achievements for Rebirth that exist, it kind of does just highlight, yeah, your average player is not going to unlock everything or accomplish everything. I wouldn't be surprised if we do get the 20 challenges done eventually, but I also wouldn't be surprised if we kind of didn't. And here's an example, certainly, of if you had the jar that gave you 4 extra hearts, would that really help you in a scenario where you have Yum Heart? Probably wouldn't, because you'd want to just hold on to Yum Heart. I forgot I could stamp on things, which means, yes, there was no reason to not just pick up this and hit this and take those. We won't step on the jars because the jars, I don't think, ever give you anything useful. We may, if we get a key, have enough to justify buying something in the shop. But it might also be totally worth it just to skip the shop and save some time. Alright, now we have the Chariot as another assistive card that we'll probably want to hold on to that. And yeah, these spider infested characters. Of course, they took a soul heart damage there, which that sucks. ahead and hit that one and that one. Yeah, we don't have a key, nor do we have really enough to buy anything, so now it's just a matter of attacking, focusing on the fight. We'll step on the rocks later, or we can just step on the rocks accidentally while we're focusing on the fight. We want to keep things flowing. You can definitely feel the low speed on this. It seems like some of the times the flies almost disappear on their own. I don't think they really do, but that they sometimes disappear without so much fanfare. And for a challenge like this, you probably should just take deals with the devil, or pretty much any challenges. The risk to try to get deals with Angel is just too low, too high, that you wouldn't get that. There we've gotten a cube of meat. Clearly we are on a track right now where the game wants to give you all 3 of the cube of meats, and until you pretty much do that, you will be getting a lot of cube of meats. Then it kind of, I think, disappears, which that's a little weird, but at a certain level, if you're going to have a game with so many unlocks and items like that, you can't have them all equally randomly appear. If you have any kind of curated experience at all that you intend to provide. And I would say the unlocks for this game are much more of a curated experience than just random rogue elements. I think there's a reason to step on all the rocks still. Like, we could get a lucky rock, which would increase our damage, I think. Could also look for super secret rooms. And I'm not sure any of those exist, but well, that went badly. This is kind of a room where it's not a smart move to break rocks. Hope we don't have to come back through this room. Desperately need that tier speed up. Might as well just grab this, save time. Got enough bombs, I think, to see if maybe there's a super secret room, but I don't think there will be. If anything, I probably should be just more offensive with the bombs. Go ahead and use a yum heart. There. Yeah, just early on in the game too, survival for sacrificing a single bomb probably is a great trade. Of course, also taking damage is maybe not that big of a deal if you've got a ton of hearts. Yeah. Well, that, I guess, proves that there is secret rooms. Okay. In the secret room, we have a thing we can blow up. A couple coins. And I guess we can gamble. The irony here would be if it gave you like $1 or something. Something very useful. Just push that out of the way. Do I have enough health to potentially step on mushrooms? That's, I guess, a question to ask. Liberty Cap, touch fuzzy, get dizzy. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's really worth it to go down that route or not. I can't fly, so I thought for a second there I could just fly over the hole and get some protection, but that was the previous challenge. Which you definitely have to be careful about that if you play as Azazel that can fly and then you play as the solar system that can fly. You're gonna all of a sudden have that subconscious feeling that you can always fly. Let's leave that on the floor and come back and get it later. Let's see, this is still incredibly slow. Seems like these enemies don't actually have the ability to shoot forward towards you. They only have split shots. Well, explosive diarrhea. That sucked. Okay. The broken pocket watch here, I don't think I can get 15 coins, but ideally you would want to get it, because if you get the broken pocket watch at some point, I think you go down the path of starting to fix the pocket watch, which it's not like the pocket watch is even particularly the best item ever, but it is something you need to unlock regardless anyway, so might as well just be done with it. And yeah, if that puts a heart where I can't reach it, that's not going to be very helpful. Again, thought I could fly. For 8-hour energy. Alright, we'll use that, and use that. Tears up. Oh, we may be in a good position actually. We may be in a way better position than it seemed previously. Okay. So we have a heart. We have enough bombs to see if there's maybe a super secret room. Maybe there aren't super secret rooms. We have the Stomp on Rocks ability that I forgot about. We have a very nice pool of items. They have annoying sound effects. I will grant you that. The music, some of this music is pretty bad. Alright. Now, Stumpy doesn't let you just walk towards a wall and reveal a secret hole. Or anything like that. I'd have to take a massive amount of damage to... I'm gonna put a bomb here. Yeah. Maybe I can get some of these to throw something at me towards this back wall. Because we know there's a super secret room to the left or right at this point. Nope. Feels like we tried everywhere. Okay. So, we can take our heart here. If there was a sacrifice room... Well, this actually seems like this only lets you in when you are at full health. Interesting. Well, let's then do that. Guppy's head instead of Yumheart. He is probably a great trade up. These don't seem like these are going to be much of a challenge as far as enemies either. Alright. We definitely took damage on this floor, so ideally we would want to take on the boss, run back, and get several soul hearts. This is still taking forever. This really does feel like a slow and steady wins the race type fight. Okay. I guess we'll take the Chariot into this fight. See if we can defeat the enemy completely without taking any damage at all. Then we'll come back and get all the soul hearts. This would be funny if this is Mom, but I would have been really confused if it was Mom. Still took some damage there. Well, whatever. HP, health up. Step on this. No deals with the devil, unfortunately. But it does put us in a nice position, certainly. Run this way. Grab this soul heart. Run this way. Grab this soul heart, and the moon. And the next floor may be the floor that we need to win on anyways, so we could skip half the floor potentially by just using the moon at the very beginning and getting halfway or even closer, maybe even further away from the boss. Nope. We've got still some more floors to do. I guess that's maybe a testament to just how slow this level is. Some of these challenge rooms you have to be at 1 heart. Some of them you have to be at full hearts. Alright, so is this the point to use the moon? Probably. Maybe. At the very least, it'll give us a little bit of an understanding of where everything is. We don't have to potentially waste any bombs looking for a secret room. And we could, again, try and waste bombs looking for super secret rooms that probably don't exist. Alright. There we are. Now we're nicely situated with flies. Troll bomb. Didn't realize bombs actually blew up the didn't realize they blew up the cobwebs. Alright, let's check what's in this room for 2 keys. We have a 1. I believe the 1 die rerolls everything on the floor, which would explain why all the things are actually on that. So let's, before we do that, let's see. $48 energy. Might pay off nicely. Whereas, do I need coins? No, I think you leave them. Yeah. I think you leave everything on the floor. If this truly re-rolls everything on the floor, we could have anything, really. I don't know if that immediately means like a pedestal item could be re-rolled. I think it does, but I don't think it means that if like battery could turn into a pedestal item. So there is a kind of equivalent exchange there, where from the same pools. But you could still get decent transfers of 1 coins to dimes or nickels, and that would be a massive improvement. And certainly you could leave hearts on the floor and have them turn into bombs or keys, which, oops, I forgot I wasn't flying again. Man, it really does take just a little bit of time to remind yourself of that. Although in that case, I may very well just not been paying enough attention and accidentally stepped on the spikes. That time, I have no excuse, just stupid damage. Ah, this is so slow. You can definitely feel there's really no reason why you'd ever want to do this like twice. Yeah, I couldn't imagine wanting to come back and, oh, I better take that just in case. Better safe than sorry. Yeah, I can't imagine a scenario where you would want to come back and do a challenge more than once. There's like no real modifiers to it or anything. that would justify that, or nothing would be unlocked specifically for doing that. I think it is worth it to take a soul heart, so we'll do that one. Might also be smart to make the path first and foremost, just in case it changes my stompy ability and one doesn't just reroll items on the floor, or doesn't do that at all, and actually changes my loadout, which I think that's 6 that does that, but whatever. I don't have them memorized. Okay. Coin beggar. I'm hoping he'll pay out really fast here. Let's see. Okay. And see, oddly, I think I normally would want to pick that up, but whatever, we'll leave that on the floor. The blue map, I assume, shows you where hidden things are. Golden key helps you because it unlocks everything on the floor. We now know what's in the store, so we'll see if that re-rolls too. This is going to be a real educational experience. This floor, just I think on the face of being the tank and moving so incredibly slow, makes the floor itself feel way bigger than it actually is. Come on. Taking one key's not gonna be a big mistake. Little poops aren't going to get re-rolled into anything though, so you don't need to do anything with that. And I guess half hearts probably need to leave them too, although I feel like I would kind of prefer to pick them up. Oh. Alright, well, I should have left the bomb too, but that does put us in a nice position, I suppose. We've got hearts, coins, probably keys, bombs. Let's go ahead and hit this and try and smash as many other rocks as possible. Got bombs and coins, just a little bit of everything everywhere. Leave that. And see, if you don't know what the number 1 dice room does, you wouldn't in no way think that, oh, you need to leave a ridiculous amount of stuff on the ground to then re-roll, which yeah, that did not do what I thought it was gonna do. Okay, well, then seemingly some of my companions have changed. Okay, well, can't pick up a 48-hour energy. Can no longer stomp on rocks. We have some kind of piercing, faster speed attack. So yeah, I set up our shot. It looks like we have some kind of probably poison touch or something. Like the stuff that we picked up though is different from the stuff that we have. So that's something to take note of. We can get our health back up. We can get a decent amount of bombs. Get a coin. Our pill stuff is different. The blue map now does tell us where the super secret room is, and that there is a super secret room on the challenge, which is good to know. So that's look down. That's 48-hour energy. That's look up. That's hematostasis. Well, that sucks. It sucks in a lot of different ways. Explosive diarrhea, maybe be a little bit tactical. So, and we really don't have anything else we could do, so yeah. We'll do with that. Here we have, I found pills. And then we should have gotten the boomerang and we didn't. And should have thought about maybe getting the boomerang earlier and we didn't. Boomerang's not going to be a super useful item anyways, but yeah, that did not go well. I could have also gone up into the challenge room up here once I had lost all my hearts. But yeah. Once again, I may have messed up just horribly here. I guess it comes down to just how much damage my current attack pattern can actually do. Mom's lipstick range up. We have hearts, eternal hearts, other hearts. Got poops we can pop. And we've got deals with the devil. Yeah, and I think you can take a deal with the devil and not lose your eternal heart. And I think we can take these and that works fine in this challenge. So we're not out. We're not down and out by any means, but it would be very nice to be able to potentially maybe avoid some conflict. And on this map, it seems like there's a chance of that actually happening. So we've got an item that's dropping a hand, foot down and attacking some enemies, which is going to help us. And then we've got our buddies attacking for us. So, yeah. It might be fairly well suited. Do we want deals with the devil? I think we might be able to pull this off. Yeah. Particularly since, like, this increases our sin and gives us 2 dark hearts, which then leaves us with 2 more dark hearts that we might be able to build up in the next encounter anyways. There, we now know what full health does. Now we have Guppy's tail. And we don't want hematolysis, so we won't use that. Okay. Odds are that the boss fight is this way. I just stepped on the blood. We now have a decent amount of, a decent amount of health too, so, like, and money, so we probably want to look for a shop, if we can find one. If we can't, then that may be fine too. Are there any... We got like 5 bombs, so it's probably fine to just put a bomb here, since we already know that that's the super secret room. And in it is the dark heart. Okay. So, where is probably the shop would be the next question. And I guess, if I was just to be suspicious, it is probably here. And yet, I didn't put the bomb in the right place, so you know what I'm gonna do? Is just use explosive diarrhea to try and have that appear. Well, that's not working, so we'll just go in the next room and have a better lineup. Wasted explosive diarrhea just because I couldn't line up the dumb bomb in the right place. Okay. My hope is that it is up here. But is it possible to put a bomb here and hit that? Yes, it is. You just gotta be very careful. Oddly though, not the shop. That doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't think there's anything I can do. See, at this point I can just kind of wait until my long hand kicks in and decides to kill things. I think there is supposed to be a shop on this floor, and I don't think the game randomizes that stuff. I think you always are guaranteed a shop if you're going to get a shop. Some challenges obviously are not giving you item rooms, but yeah, shops have been consistent up until this point. Unless this is a case where something like Pride was supposed to be the shop. You can also see the little leeches chasing after the guy and just nipping at his heels, slowly doing damage. I have a luck down pill, which will say no to that. These guys are moving fairly fast. I'm just rolling in money. Like, it would completely justify it. Let's do a test here. If I put a diagonal rock, it does not go diagonally towards that. I didn't think it did, but I wanted to be certain. Because I imagine a scenario where you could potentially pull that off. And if you needed 55 coins to unlock Kane, I'm 2 coins short of that. But I have already done that also, so... Let's see. What pills were these? There might be a use for hematocesis, whatever, however you pronounce that. If you literally have no more life left. Like, but explosive diarrhea is way more valuable. Go ahead and take the 48-hour energy now. What would be ironic is if we found a dice room and it once again let you reroll like the dice, and this time it was the right dice room that rerolled everything on the floor. Alright, here we go. Okay. Bomb this for really no reason. Take this. We now have the moon, and let's see. It seems like it's the moon and the moon. We'll go ahead and buy this while we're here. Really wish we could dump that 41 cents into something else, but whatever. Yeah, it's not worth getting. Okay. So, Double Trouble the Wretched, which probably aren't going to be Double Trouble for me. This may be the very first time we've fought these enemies, though. Okay. Speed and range up. Can't pick up the hearts. Going down. So, we can jump to the moon and save ourselves some time, or we could go into the arcade and waste time. I mean, we can certainly go in here. I suppose what we're looking for would be cards and soul hearts. Let's see. Judgment as somebody else to throw coins to. Actually, he's the guy you want to throw coins to first because he'll potentially pay out with a HP up, whereas the other guy will probably just pay out with a pretty fly at most. And getting a whole bunch of bombs is not really worth it. At this point, I think it's half hearts, so yeah, we can start immediately with the portable blood bank, which That means more coins for trading hearts. Like, and see, that would be very nice if you had a ton of health and you wanted to get a ton of things, a ton of coins to donate into a donation or to buy other things from, but that's pretty much all it's useful for, because I don't think it gives you soul hearts. I don't think it gives you anything other than pennies, really. I don't think you even have a high chance of it giving you nickels. Again, at a certain point here, something's going to give. Like, we have more than enough keys and bombs, and we're not likely to actually unlock anything. And we may be getting some flies doing this, but we may actually be doing kind of nothing. There we go. Fly love. Skatole fly love. I think that is the thing that specifically turns the poo flies into flies that fight for you. So let's do the moon. That puts us here. And it kind of nicely tells us also the direction to go. So we are very nicely set. Because here we have a super secret room. And Mom's toenail. We'll take that since that's something new. And generally speaking, that would mean that this is not too far from the boss fight. Which, yeah. We were able to skip a lot of the floor. And, yeah. That's going to benefit us and not hurt us. Okay. Yeah, we're ready to go. There's really nothing else that you could get here. We're not really generating flies by defeating enemies. We're unlikely that we would... Well, that was weird that happened, but we now know what Mom's toenail does. So just randomly, Mom's foot, Mom's heel will come down. And so we'll have potentially mom on mom violence here. If we don't just win faster than that anyways. Because honestly, this isn't, I think, really likely to take that long. Of course, the problem with being in a fight where Mom's foot might fall down is that you might be avoiding something that's actually only going to hurt the other person because they look exactly the same. Alright. Go ahead and pick up this item too while we're at it, just in case it unlocks something. So yeah, done with that challenge. And the rune of Anzuzus is now unlocked. They didn't get us another picture on a piece of the picture, but it did get the tank done. And even though we didn't succeed on our run with Azazel, we're still making, I think, decent progress. Like, we're at a win streak of -1 now. But, yeah. Because we unlocked more items. We saw new things. I think at a certain point we will probably stop saying new things. We didn't unlock a new ending because we didn't defeat Mom. We did unlock a few things, not enough that we probably are at this point no longer, it's no longer worth your time to cycle through all of this anyways. Because there's just so many unlockables anyways. But yeah, another decent amount of progress for what is a 2-hour episode, which is definitely a lot longer than episodes usually are for any series I ever cover these days. Generally, I'd like to get the episodes down to 20-25 minutes if you could pull that off, but most levels in a game, even games that do have very discrete levels, tend to take 30 to 45 minutes. But you can see with Isaac, you kind of have to either have one really good run for a good episode, or you have to have a mediocre run and a couple of challenges. Once we run out of challenges, then it probably will be more of a challenge to me, where I'm going to have to decide to do very difficult runs with characters like Azazel and balance that out with more likely to succeed runs with characters like Maggie. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.